Just like our hometown winter warriors strive to win on the field or court, Elevate Agronomics is here to help every acre of your operation reach its full potential. With the full lineup of seed and crop protection products, precision planting equipment, livestock feed, and more, Elevate is your go-to for any of your farming and ranching needs. Elevate is looking forward to watching the Warriors dominate this year and are poised to help you dominate your farming and ranching goals as well. Visit Elevate Agronomics in winter or elevateagronomics.com to learn more. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
AgriMax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. AgriMax, shaping the future of ag.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town's changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems, too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Hi, this is Logan from Lit Seed, and we're excited to announce that we'll be able to offer true 0% financing on a limited number of units of corn and beans. You can lock in your corn and beans now and pay the same at delivery as cash now. With that, we have aggressively priced corn numbers that have a great track record in our area for grain and silage. This offer is on a limited number of units, so act soon to lock in your 0%. We still have triticale on hand and can cover any NRCS grass project. Call Logan at 605-840-4591, 840-4591.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance Life Mutual Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Schrader Electric and Control, located in Winter, is available for all your electrical service needs. With close to 40 years of experience, Brian and his crew can take care of all your electrical projects, residential or commercial. Schrader Electric works with new construction, remodels, and new additions. Call Brian at 605-840-8913 to get a quote or schedule your next electrical service. Schrader Electric and Control is a proud sponsor of the schools on the Live Ticket Network.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in. Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Shirley's Diner is located at 142 East 2nd Street in Winters, South Dakota. Come meet Martha 1 and Martha 2 and their friendly, courteous staff. Shirley's Diner is open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Breakfast is served all day, and check out the Shirley's Diner Facebook page for all their daily lunch specials. All meals are made fresh and homemade every day. If you can't make it to the diner, they'll deliver. Just call 605-842-3903. Shirley's Diner serves customers from near and far and are a proud supporter of all school activities on Sports Ticket Live. It's easy to remember. There's nothing finer than Shirley's Diner.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Back at the Winter Armory, the boys' action just about to get underway here as the 4-1 Parkston Trojans will take on the 3-1 Winter Warriors. For Parkston, your starters are going to be number 1, Mason Jervik. He is a 5'11" sophomore. Number 4 is Rico Mullenberg. He is a 6'6" sophomore. Number 23, James Deckert, a 6'1" senior. Number 11, Bryson Bruning. He is a 6'1" sophomore. And number 35, Elliot Leichner, a 6'8" senior. So Sean Hammerbeck going to be matched up against another 6'8" guy here. Is Sean listed at 6'7", 6'8". So it should be a good battle with those two underneath the basket. For the Winter Warriors, you're going to have number 5 is Zach Olson, the 5'8" junior. Number 13, Aiden Schroeder, the 6' senior. Number 14, Ryder Halligan, the 5'11" senior. Who am I missing? Carter Craven. I knew I was looking at the wrong one. Number 23, Carter Craven, the 6'6" sophomore. And number 55, Sean Hammerbeck, the 6'7" senior. As we will get underway here, Darryl, and should be a good one.
Yeah, on paper, a little bit, Parkston comes in scoring just a little bit more and not giving up quite as much. Of course, with that nice 4-1 record. Number 3 in their region, respectively, in 4B. Winner with the 3-1 record. But Parkston, in their first 5 games, only having played one opponent with a winning record. And as you mentioned in the girls' game, Pine Ridge, obviously a pretty tough team there, but they lost that game. Their other 4 wins come against teams without a winning record. So winner, of course, with the winning record. So
right.
We'll see.
Yeah, 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 1 8th grader. Team that went 14-8 last year, graduating 7 seniors, beat Winter 52-40 over in Parkston. And Winter with the tip here, controlling it. Quickly moving around. Here's Craven. Of course, Winter's lone loss came on Tuesday over in Parkston as they lost to Dakota Valley. A game that was close in the first half, but Dakota Valley outscored Winter 20-5. Shorter can't get that to go. 20-5 in the third quarter, and then Dakota Valley just kind of took that game over and won it 47-63 for Winter's first loss.
Winter's a team that's going to shoot over 21 three-pointers a game, but only a 19% dismal percentage here for the first 4 games. So not necessarily going to expect to see a lot of them being made. You'll see a fair amount of them shot, though.
And Craven hustling after the loose ball, comes away with it. Of course, Parkston, will be we knew they'd be very athletic coming in. Their football team made the Dome this year. Unfortunately fell in their state championship game, so a lot of athletic guys out here that were on that football team, just like Winters. So 6:40 to go here in our first quarter. We're still scoreless. Trying to get into Craven now. Hammerbeck.
Double team down there. Olsen with the wide open look, well off the mark.
That did not hit the rim, so Hammerbeck going to have to put up the 3.
That one didn't either.
No.
So
shot clock violation by the Warriors.
Despite Craven getting the rebound, the eventual rebound, it did not matter. The buzzer went off. 2 air balls or shots that did not hit the rim.
So Jervik going to bring it up here for Parkston. They come in averaging just over 56 points a game. Winter just under 54 points, and there's a kicked ball loose, and watch out. Here we go. A great dunk by Sean Hammerbeck.
And the crowd gets loud. They haven't been loud all night here so far.
We'll see that on our instant replay here from Agramax as Sean Hammerbeck comes up with the loose ball and puts her home.
Yeah, it always gets some excitement going. Everybody appreciates a dunk at the high school level especially, and after the girls' game kind of didn't go our way, the fans hadn't had a lot to make a lot of noise about, so opening things up here a couple minutes into it with a dunk from Hammerbeck.
And trying to go right back inside the lane. Of course, he's being guarded closely down there. Here's Halligan off the rim. Craven, no foul called, and coming away with the rebound is Leichner. Boy, he's a big body down there, too. In fact, he is just a hair taller than Sean down there. Parkston comes in with 7 returners. Check 11, they're saying. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what might have happened there, but I did see Hammerbeck, and I was going to comment on it. I thought it might sound a little mean, so I didn't. But just a difference in size and build. And Hammerbeck out here on the other side of the court just had some incidental contact with an arm against Bruning. And I seen him kind of like grab his arm or hand, just kind of like winced a little bit. I thought, man, that didn't look like a lot. But when it's Hammerbeck and you're built about 3 times thicker than Bruning is, it may have hurt, it may have bent something just wrong or whatever, and so I'm not sure if that was related to him wanting to check him out or not,
sure.
But he'll remain in the game. So
Rico Mullenberg answers with a 3. Parkston takes the lead here with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Parkston allows about just over 43 a game. The Warriors allowing 49 points a game, and that's a ball got knocked away from Hammerbeck from behind. And here come the Trojans. Yeah, they're one loss on the season to Pine Ridge, who going to be a very, very good team down the lane, down the road. They're sitting at 5-4, but some of the teams they've lost to are some very good teams out of Wyoming, and they lost to Rapid City Christian, one of the better teams in Class A in the LNI championship. And Parkston gave them a run and actually had them down in the third quarter and ended up losing by 7. So if you can hang with Pine Ridge like that, you're doing pretty good.
Nice pass by Schroeder. Even better job by Hammerbeck getting in good position for that shot as he was underneath the hoop, but able to get good position out there and make a good shot.
Great balance by Sean to get his body worked underneath there. And here's Leichner now top the key. Quick pass underneath. Here's Leichner.
Good ball movement that time, just too strong.
He saw Hammerbeck coming at him and kind of rushed his shot, I think. And that's going to be turnover by the Warriors here. So 3:41 to go. Winter up by 1. Again, the Warriors will take on Makpita Luta tomorrow over at the Corn Palace in the Sacred Hoops Classic. That will be around 4:30-ish. I think they're like the 4th game of the day. That will be streamed on Winter Warriors Live's YouTube page, or just go to the homepage, Winter Warriors Live homepage on live ticket.
And if you haven't caught on yet, of course, last year for sure, I know was a year they decided to go by that, but it's a school formerly known as Red Cloud.
Right. And they are not the Crusaders anymore. They don't even
right.
have a mascot. They're just Makpita Luta.
But if you hear that, you're going to say, what? And, yep, a lot of people might be thinking that, but it's a school formerly known as Red Cloud, so
and the Warriors will be taking
a better idea.
Yep, taking them on, and we'll have the call here with the Lady Warriors. Oh, ouch, Craven hit the deck kind of hard there. And the Lady Warriors will take on Sioux Falls Christian, the winter area wrestlers over in Salem tomorrow. You can find that on MCM Cougars Live. As they're in that wrestling tournament, and a sub in for winter, number 20, Seth Heath, the 5'11" junior. And somebody came in here for Parkston too.
Sean Deckert?
Yes, the 8th grader, 5'10", 8th grader. I know they, over in Parkston, their 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade class has a lot of very good athletes. Boy, they're moving the ball quickly. Jervik.
Oh, nice. Did a good job of pulling him inside the lane, inside out, that time by the Trojans.
Grady Bauer, who is also checked in. He is a sophomore, 6'1" sophomore. Yeah, a lot of young youth on this Parkston team, like we saw on the girls' team. A lot of sophomores. Inside Hammerbeck again, picks up his dribble. Nice reverse.
All 6 of them from the Warriors come through Hammerbeck.
2:12 to go in our first quarter. Winner Parkston all tied 6 apiece. Nice spin move in the lane and up and in. The basket for Deckert, his first 2 points. James Deckert wearing 23, not number 5 like the program says. Halligan back to Craven. Halligan wants the three-pointer. Oh, rattles in and out, and Deckert with the rebound. Good-looking three, just rattled in and out for Halligan.
27% three-point shooter leads the team. And he just turns around, and I guess I'll take that if no one else wants it.
Ball coming right to me. He'll take it all the way. Ooh, maybe should have passed that one, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hammerbeck.
Hammerbeck was following him down the lane just a couple steps too far behind to have a chance to really get that one.
I mean, excuse me, Gerald, you just look at the start. Well, like the girls' game, 3 sophomores, 2 seniors start for this Parkston team. So, you know, a team last year that 14-8, they did lose in their semifinal in their region last year in Class A against Sanborn Central Woonsocket. And handled winter pretty good over there in Parkston last year. And now, of course, in Class B, number 2, Sean Deckert, 5'10", 8th grader. And that ball going to be thrown away. So you got the 2 8th graders in the ball game. Or excuse me, there's only 1 8th grader. Who am I looking at wrong? Sorry, Bauer. I was looking at him.
He's the sophomore.
Yes, sophomore.
Similar size to the 8th grader, but he's a sophomore.
So 1:03 to go in our first quarter. Low scoring first quarter. 8-6 our score. All 6 points for winners come from Sean Hammerbeck. Jackson Bachman's checked in the game for the first time. Here's Craven, baseline 3, another one.
Come on.
Man.
A couple of close misses from behind the arc, but like I said, you're seeing winners' 3-point percentage game as predicted.
James Deckert hit the deck hard down there, and a lot of kids. I don't know if the floor's just.
Let's say panic at the disco there for a second. There was bodies flying and balls loose everywhere.
So about a 3-second differential between game clock and shot clock. 23 on the game clock. Winner going to have to put up shot here. They're going to bring this down as far as they can.
Parkston will let them. They're not going to come out and defend them, which I'm thankful for because it always drives me nuts on the turnovers at half court.
5 seconds to shoot here on the shot clock. Somebody's going to have to put up a shot here. And that's another shot clock violation by Winter, their second one of the night. They're going to make Parkston take the ball back out here. So with 2 seconds to go, and Winter going to come down and defend the ball here. Don't want to foul here.
No foul.
No fouls.
To be committed.
Yeah. Nobody committed. Been a clean first quarter. It was a fast first quarter, and a lot of that because of that. Now they got 0.3. Oh, they're put some time back on the clock, I think, here.
Low scoring first period.
Yeah.
Neither team anywhere close to being on pace for their average here.
Been some good defense. As they're trying to adjust the clock here. No, not 30 seconds. 3 seconds they're going to put back on the clock. Landon Calhoun going to check in for the first time tonight for Winter. He'll replace Olson.
Biggest thing is you don't want to let anybody get behind you.
Right.
And you want to force them to touch the ball to get the clock started as soon as you can. It'll be a half-court shot if he's going to take it. Good if it goes.
And no good by Bryson Burning, and that's how quarter number 1 going to end. Parkston leads it 8-6. We're going to step away. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Meyer Ag is your Beck's Hybrids seed dealer located in Winters, South Dakota. Meyer Ag is a family-owned company specializing in seed consulting and zone-based variable rate that services South Central South Dakota. Contact Trace Meyer at 605-842-5458 to learn more about Beck's Hybrids and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you. Meyer Ag in Winters, South Dakota is a proud supporter of all youth athletics and activities.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Fort Randall Federal Credit Union is here for you across Southeast and Central South Dakota.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's Hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Back to live action here, just underway. Starting quarter number 2, putting up the shot. Number 4, Rico Mullenberg. And he misses that. Quickly down the court come the Warriors. Yeah, Gerald, low scoring first quarter.
Yeah. I thought we didn't see a lot of points in the girls' game, especially from the Lady Warriors. We saw 6 there from the Warriors. Halligan drains along 2.
And that's first bucket by somebody else besides Sean Hamberbeck for Winter, and Winter ties it up at 8 apiece.
Ryder averaging 12 a game, third leading scorer for the Warriors, but yeah, his first bucket.
And in that first quarter, Winter had some buckets that just rattled in and out as Bruning gets his first bucket. A couple long threes that rattle in and out for Winter. Schroeder going to get it now to Olson. 6:54 to go in the half. Just underway here. Quarter number 2, and oh, not a good pass there. And Parkston, like the girls, they want to run.
Power play right now for the Warriors. Got a Trojan down.
Ooh. Did not see that. That is James Deckert. He's going to come out of the game here, be replaced by the 8th grader, Sean Deckert. I'm guessing brothers. Caleb Titsey, if you're listening, let me know. I'm guessing Sean and James are brothers. One's a senior, one's an 8th grader. Again, Caleb Titsey will have the call for you tomorrow as Winter takes on Makpialutha, or formerly known as Red Cloud. From the Corn Palace, again, that'll be about a 4:30 tip-off, depending on how the other games go. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later.
Nice pass down low.
And our first foul of the ball game.
Threads it through to Leishner.
And foul was called.
Might have got Craven. Nope.
Nope, Schroeder. His first foul
first
of
for
the
anybody.
whole ball game.
Yeah. First team, first personal, Aiden Schroeder.
So Leichner's first free throw, no good off the back of the iron. Again, the Parkston ladies were like 23 of 27, I think, or 26 of the first, or from the free throw line. And second free throw also long off the back of the iron. And yes, the Decker boys are brothers. That's coming from the Godfathers, we like to call him, Tony Kinnenberg. Tony's in charge of the live streaming over in Parks. In fact, he's the one that got Jody started on live streaming here, and Tony and his crew always do a great job. And Caleb, part of that Parkston crew and working for us over in the Mitchell area.
So that better be a foul. Whistle and a foul. Halligan, 2 free throws coming up.
So thanks, Tony, for the information. So the Deckert boys are brothers. Our second foul of the game called on Leichner. Halligan to the free throw line. First free throw rattles in. As we see James Deckert going to check back in after he went down hard on the floor there. Good to see him back. Second free throw for Halligan is also good. So tied up at 10 apiece, 6:02 to go in the first half. Whoa.
That one deflected out of bounds off of Leichner.
Well, I don't think he wasn't expecting the pass from Deckert. Kind of was a fastball thrown at him there too. So Olsen will walk it up here or jog it up for the Warriors. 5:48 to go in our first half.
It's weird seeing Coach Olsen being a dad and a fan in the stands, just looking at him across the court and just thinking like, man, that's weird.
Another three for Craven won't go, and that's going to go off a winner. Craven been kept quiet so far tonight after he had those 37 points against Sully Buttes here a couple weeks ago.
Averages 23.8 a game, leading scorer for the Warriors. And, yeah, that's something when he's not getting flowing into the game. It's going to be Hammerbeck and Halligan, probably the next two guys up for sure. You're going to expect the offense to come from, and hopefully Craven can get going here.
And he's had some good-looking shots. Again, they're just off the iron or rattled in and out.
Painful misses.
Yeah. Parkston moving it around quickly around the perimeter. 17 on the shot clock. Jervik looking for Leichner inside.
And picked off down the court.
And that.
Nice step.
Good job by Craven for his first bucket. Nice move to the hoop there.
The reverse announcer's jinx.
Yeah.
Worked well.
They worked well that time. So 4:54 to go in the half. Winner up by 2. They took the first lead, and then it's been back and forth ever since. And another steal by Craven. Be careful not to get that arm out there. Oh, good defense. As that got stripped away from Carter.
And Olsen had a nice recovery by Schroeder. They're going to give the basket up anyways, but good effort there. Olsen had a tough task of figuring out which guy he was going to defend. A little 2-on-1 situation. Schroeder closed in at the last second, but still able to get the bucket.
And good job by Bruning there after the pass got away from him. Carter now going to drive and off glass it in for his 4th point of the night. So Winner back up by 2. 4:05 to go in the first half. And that one going to be...
Should be Winner basketball.
Yeah, it is. As Bruning just lost the handle. We're going to see Sean Deckert checking back in. And first time tonight, number...
Grady Bauer coming back in.
Okay. Or, excuse me, that was Grady. Yeah, not getting 2 and 3 constantly mixed up here. Hayden Met. 6'4" junior checking in for the first time tonight.
Rocking the headband under the curls.
Yeah. 3:44 to go in the first half.
Hammerbeck with the fadeaway.
Another good-looking shot. Just won't go for the Warriors. Quickly down the court, and it's going to be a foul on Olsen. But Bruning kind of had a chance to go to the hoop there, so not a bad foul committed by Olsen. His first, second team foul. Been a clean game so far. It's only our 3rd foul of the whole ball game. And that one almost off the bank for James Deckert. Winner comes away with it. Halligan.
Nice looking stroke.
Yes.
That's what we need to see more of from him. Again, in a game that Craven is not currently averaging what he's has been. And look for other players step up a little more than they usually do.
And then Deckert answers with his own.
So it seems like they've had an answer every time Winner scored. Parkston goes right down and scores, and then we might go another 3 minutes without offense.
Right.
But able to keep pace here back and forth.
Neither team's been able to, biggest lead's been 2 by either team. Neither team can. 3 won't go there for Craven. And He's just a little off tonight. Quickly, I say Winter's got to get back on defense here. Here's Decker. That might have been blocked. No, they're going to get the foul on Craven. That was a shooting foul, so that'll send Decker to the free throw line. Craven's first. First free throw for James is good. As checking in the ball game for the Warriors. Number 43, Sam Steele, the 6'2" sophomore. Second free throw also good. So Parkston 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in the ball game, and we've got a timeout called by Parkston. It's a 30-second. We'll bring you word from one of these sponsors and be back for more basketball action.
A member of your credit union, you can take advantage of many ways to manage your money. They offer many different accounts to help suit your needs with your savings. Nobody likes wasting money on high interest rates, and neither do they. At Fort Randall FCU, they have all types of loans available to help you manage your finances. With locations in Wagner and Platte, Fort Randall FCU is ready for any needs you may have.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Winter Warrior basketball coming out of the timeout. 2:19 to go in our half. Here's Halligan for three, just off the front of the iron, but the rebound by Seth Heath for the Warriors. Keeps the ball alive. Steele, Heath, Hammerbeck, Halligan, and Olsen on the court, but then a turnover. And we're all tied up 16-16 here with 1:55 to go in the half. Ooh, oh,
wow.
Ouch. Seth Heath.
Popped right back up like nothing happened, but that had to.
Oof. Man, he hit the floor hard. Ouch. Glad to see him pop right back up, and then he gets called for the foul.
Yes. We've seen that official a couple times stop play to make sure players are okay. That time he's like, nope, I'm stopping it because I'm going to call a foul on you after you just landed flat on your back.
Fourth team foul by the Warriors. Parkston's only committed one foul here in the whole ball game. Here's James Decker. The floater is up and good.
One way to get it past Hammerbeck, just let her float.
Yeah. James with 8 points, leading the scoring for the Trojans. We're seeing a little full court pressure here, just a man-to-man. Here's last possession was a turnover. Steele now gets, that's not a great pass. And Jervik with the easy layup off the steal. That's the biggest lead for either team tonight, 4 points with 1:10 to go. Steele picked up his dribble.
If you're a winner, you want to close out this second period, headed into the locker room on a high note. So far, the last 45 seconds hasn't really been that way.
Trying to get it down into Hammerbeck. He stepped on the line. Yep, that's another turnover by the Warriors as Craven and Schroeder are going to come back in. Steele and Heath will sit down, and number 20 checking back in is Hayden Met. Number 14 also checking in, Drew Braley, 5'9" senior for Parkston. So 54 seconds to go in the half. Parkston with their biggest lead. Biggest lead for either team here. It's been just back and forth. And nice defense by Halligan to steal it away. Oh, and then they're going to get a foul. Yep, on Rico Mullenberg. Just trying to get the ball back.
I didn't really see much there, honestly. I thought he did a pretty good job of tipping it out of there, but it must have been something.
But we're way up here.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're a lot further away. We do have a decent vantage point in one sense, and yet we're a long ways away from play when it comes to the other side of the court especially. So,
shot clock is off, and Winter's just content here to hold for the last shot, maybe.
Yeah, so we know what happened at the end of the first period.
Yeah.
Shot clock violation, no points.
14 now to shoot. And now 10, going to have to go here.
Keep playing your offense.
Yep. Halligan going to cut across the court, trying to set him up on the three. 3 seconds to shoot.
Nicely defended, tough shot.
Oof.
Not going to go.
Almost there, and that's how our half is going to end as the Parkston Trojans take the lead into halftime, 20-16. We'll step away. Be back in about 9 minutes for the second half action.
Honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
Winter Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793. or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design has been a family-owned business since 1988. Rob and his family specialize in every aspect of your outdoor landscaping for home and business. With service in over 20 south-central South Dakota towns, Rob Curtis can help you make one of the best investments of your life. Talk to the pros about a new landscape for your home or business today. Rob Curtis Landscaping, where quality is predictable. That's Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Mead Lumber is 100% employee-owned. Mead Lumber is your source for building materials. Whether your plans are for new construction or updating your existing home or barn, Mead Lumber provides the know-how and the materials you need. Lumber, steel, roofing, siding, drywall, windows, doors, and so much more. Start to finish, Mead Lumber has what you need and want for your project. Mead Lumber is your hometown lumber yard. Stop in and see what Mead can do for you. 102 North Main Street in Winter.
The Insurance Center in Winter is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a fourth-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods,
such as Centricon Base.
The Rosebud Exchange in Mission, South Dakota is your one-stop shop for all your household needs, kids' toys, clothing, native print items, star quilts, and a whole lot more. They accept cash, credit cards, tribal checks, payroll deductions, and purchase orders with 0% interest on payroll deduction and layaway orders. Watch Facebook or come in and visit their friendly staff for all their great deals 10 to 6 Monday through Friday. The Rosebud Exchange, proud to support all the student athletes and activities on the Live Ticket TV network.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Attention producers, the new year is upon us, and that means it's time to update your display and controller software, which is crucial for optimizing performance and profits. Contact the professionals at Grossenberg Implement today so you can make the most of the enhanced features and farming tools that are currently available. Optimize your efficiency, productivity, and connectivity options with a software update at Grossenberg Implement. Visit one of our 9 locations or go to grossenberg.com for more information. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
Cenex Zip Trip is your local convenience store with 5 locations throughout South Dakota, offering top-tier gasoline and Cenex premium diesel fuels. Stop in for a great selection of your favorite snacks, beverages, pizza, and other hot foods. Become a Zip Trip Rewards member and save 5 cents per gallon of fuel every day. Plus, earn and redeem points for further discounts. Sign up at CenexZipTrip.com. Cenex Zip Trip is a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. When it comes to game day, let Zip Trip fill your food and fuel needs.
Just like our hometown Winter Warriors strive to win on the field or court, Elevate Agronomics is here to help every acre of your operation reach its full potential. With a full lineup of seed and crop protection products, precision planting equipment, livestock feed, and more, Elevate is your go-to for any of your farming and ranching needs. Elevate is looking forward to watching the Warriors dominate this year and are poised to help you dominate your farming and ranching goals as well. Visit Elevate Agronomics in Winter or elevateagronomics.com to learn more. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
AgriMax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services, with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. AgriMax, shaping the future of ag.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Back at the Winter Armory, checking out our Faninga Ranch halftime report. 20-16 our score. Parkston leading it. For Parkston, Mason Jervik with a bucket. Grady Bauer with 3 points. Rico Mullenberg with 3 points. James Deckert leading the way with 8 points, and Bruning with 4 points for Parkston for winner. Ryder Halligan with 6, Carter Craven with 4, and Sean Hammerbeck with 6 points for the Warriors to round out the scoring. And we're back to action here. Is Halligan going to put up the 3 off iron?
Hammerbeck tips it to himself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't quite bring it down, but you can keep it alive.
The Winter just had a lot of shots that were just in and out in that first half. It could be a lot different ball game if they're just falling. Winter was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Parkston was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Not a lot of fouls in that first half.
Yeah, Winter's a pretty good free throw shooting team. They don't get a lot of them, but the few that have taken them, pretty high percentages.
So about 35 seconds gone here in this third quarter. Winter being patient here. Good defense by Parkston, just not letting Craven or Hammerbeck get anything inside.
Yeah, the last one they tried to force it down into Craven. Unfortunate, it went off Parkston. But.
And the Craven with the turnaround jumper in, and Winter cuts the lead to 2. It's like the same starters on the court for both teams. Got Jervik, Mullenberg, Deckert, Bruning, and Leichner for the Parkston, and there's a good steal by Craven.
And the finish, and he caught it out of bounds. Striding it out, I tell you, you can make up everyone else about 2 steps to 1 when he strides it out like that, down towards the rim, stays under control. But
good defense by Jervik there as Craven missed the shot, caught it, and then just Carter Craven stepped out of bounds, but a steal here by, Halligan. Yeah. He went to pass, changed his mind, and so kind of sloppy play here by both teams. 6:38 to go in the third.
Parkston outscored the Warriors by a bucket, by 2 each of the first 2 periods. Their 4-point lead at the half. We've seen 2 points so far from the Warriors, none from the Trojans.
Leichner all by himself.
He didn't want to match up.
No. You got Hammerbeck and Leichner down there, 6'7" versus 6'8". And Sean may have him a little bit on poundage, but they've been battling all night down there. It's 2 big boys. High pass into Hammerbeck. He used all 6'7" of that frame. Here's Craven. Nice move. Craven's starting to heat up a little bit here. That's now his 8th point, leading the scoring for the Warriors. And Jervik lost the handle, but gets it back. 5:48 to go in our third quarter. Winter's done a nice job on Leichner. He's doesn't have any points yet. Here he gets the easy pass into him, and his first bucket wasn't the prettiest bucket, but hey, if it falls. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Biggest lead of the night for either team's been 4. Either team gets a chance to pull away. And after
taken away by Bruno.
yeah. And then on the other end, turnovers. So lots of turnovers here so far to start this second half by both teams.
Yeah, neither team able to capitalize on them because of that. I'd like to see the Warriors be able to put together a 6-0 run or something here, but they haven't taken care of the ball either that well. Wide open look from Schroeder.
Just off the back of the iron, and Hammerbeck just a step slow as Deckert comes away with the defensive rebound, and here come the Trojans wanting to run.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough pass to pull off. He had nowhere to go with that one as he was fouling out of bounds.
And a hard foul as Halligan slides on his belly and draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that'll be on Jervik, his first. First foul of our third quarter comes at 4:45 to go in the quarter. Halligan with 6 points so far on the night. Ooh, that one rattles in and out.
86% free throw shooter. I can say that now that he missed one.
Sean Deckert, the 8th grader, checking back in along with Grady Bauer, the sophomore. Again, this Parkston team loaded with underclassmen. 7 sophomores, an 8th grader, only 4 seniors and 2 juniors. And Halligan misses both. Well, that didn't happen very often. So Winter missed the opportunity there to tie it up. Deckert too strong, loose ball. And nope. Sean Deckert going to come away with it. But Parkston moves the ball quickly. That three rattles in and out for Grady Bauer. His second 3 of the night. And that's the shots that Winter just can't get to fall.
Right. And the largest lead now.
Yep. Of course, the Warriors just played on Tuesday afternoon over in Parkston against Dakota Valley in the Parkston Classic. That was moved from Monday to Tuesday. So the Warriors have at least had a game under their belt since the Christmas break. Winter Lady Warriors, tonight was their first game in 2 weeks. Here's Halligan for 3. Nice shot. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. Looks like going to be called by Coach Gardner as Winter down by 2 with 3:53 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Clarify myself, 3:53 to go in the third quarter. Again, it's still a low-scoring game. Winter averaging 53.5 a game. Parkston just over 56, and we're quite a ways from that. But Halligan's cut the lead to 2 with his long 3. Here's James Deckert for 3, and he answers. Give James Deckert 11, leading all scorers tonight. Side to Schroeder. Parkston doing a nice job of keeping Winter on that perimeter. Halligan wants another 3. That one's short. And defensive rebound comes down to the Trojans. Winter 1 and done. Bruning will bring it up here. And the 3 for Sean Deckert, the 8th grader. Great ball movement. Boy, all of a sudden,
and this
Parkston
lead
up
feels
by 8.
huge right
yes.
now. Not typically thought of in most typical games, but with Winter struggling mightily on offense, we haven't seen a spread like this all game.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, it was 8-6. Parkston leading at the end of 1, 20-16 at half. And Winters struggled in the third quarter. They struggled in the third quarter against Dakota Valley. Going into half, I think the Winter was down by 2, and they only scored 5 in the third quarter, and that's not a good shot underneath. And got outscored by Dakota Valley 20-5 on Tuesday, and that was kind of the story of the game, the rest of the game, and Winter ends up losing that one to a very good Dakota Valley team. And we're going to have a foul called on Schroeder, his second. First team foul.
That one didn't go in.
Yeah.
Kind of had a chance, and that would have been another almost 3 consecutive three-point plays of one variety or another.
Boy, Parkston really moves the ball quickly. Very athletic team. And high off glass.
Yeah,
wow. Bruning with his 6th point. And just like that, the lead's ballooned to 10 for the Parkston Trojans.
And that's a turnover.
Yep. It's almost like Winter's trying to match the speed of Parkston. Not that Winter is slow, but it's just we're just or not, excuse me, we're just, I don't know if you want to say panic's not the right word. It's just, they just look, things aren't clean right now for the Warriors. Park's going to slow it down now. 2:05 to go in our third quarter. Leichner clear on top of the key. He's been held to 2 points so far. Turnaround, that's going to be short. And can Hammerbeck save it? He does.
Wow.
Parkston crowd thought he maybe.
Well, he had to put the ball on the floor once, so he didn't have his dribble on 1 foot, but everything looked good to me.
And here's Craven.
There you go. That mid-range.
Yep, 8-footer there goes in. Craven now with 10, leading the scoring for the Winter Warriors. Minute 30 to go here now in the third. Another three-pointer rattles in and out. That was Bauer. And Winter lucky that didn't go in. Hammerbeck been held quiet here since the first quarter. There's Craven, and that's the shots that tonight that a lot of those have rattled in and out. Not just for Carter, but for a lot of the Winter Warriors. And there's Deckert, that one off the iron. And Hammerbeck going after the ball, gonna pick up the foul. Sean Deckert hustling there. Jervik gonna come back in along with Hayden Met. So what, 1:01 to go in the third. Winter's gotta get a stop here. Hammerbeck's first foul is all. But a whole new shot clock for the Trojans. They want to eat a little bit of this. Jervik pulls it up. And nobody's stopping ball.
Yeah. Jervik had good penetration down there, but decided to kick it out, and then they just came right back that same area, and nobody's stopping ball.
So a 10-point lead again for Parkston here. 38 seconds to go in the third. Inside to Craven. He'll put up kind of a wild shot. Put back no good by Hammerbeck, and that's a huge miss by
rather
Sean.
than the tip, I'd like to see him just go up there in two hands and then just stay up there and put it right back up. Pretty quick, almost as quick as a tip, but a little more control there.
Had a laugh at Hammerbeck down here. He about ran Bauer over. He picked him up, so he went run him over down there. Fadeaway jumper, no good, and Hammerbeck the huge rebound. 3 seconds on the clock. Halligan's got to shoot it. Good if it goes, just short. So 25-35, our score going into the final frame. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday, you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Fourth quarter action just about to start here. It will be Parkston possession, leading by 10. Outscoring Winter in that third quarter, 15-9. They scored quickly. Winter needs a big stop here. Don't have to panic or anything yet. Here's another three. Ooh, Winter lucky that didn't go in. That was Sean Deckert again. He hit one of those just a little bit ago. Just underway here in quarter number 4. Warriors need a bucket here. Seth Heath back in the game for Winter. Here's Halligan. Oh, too strong. But Heath right there. Can he save it? Oh. I think he had more room than he knew of down there on the baseline. And So opportunity missed there by Winter. And a 3 for Bauer. Wow. And Parkston is heating up here.
Yep. He's going to keep shooting them until Winter can
Yeah.
get a hand in his face.
He's got 9 off the bench.
None of them have been contested looks.
And another steal by Parkston. Jervik going hard to the hoop, and the and one opportunity for Mason Jervik.
Winter coming apart at the wrong time of the game.
Yeah, they are. So going to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point attempt is Mason Jervik, the sophomore. Yeah, I talked to Coach Gardner real quick this afternoon when I was up here, and he said, tough one tonight. He said, yeah, he said, they are young, but they are athletic, and he knew it was going to be a tough test. And Winter, like you said, Gerald, are just kind of falling apart. At the wrong time, can't get any shots to fall.
Yeah, say offensively, they've just been cold all night, and that's it gets in your head a little bit. You can play pretty good defense, but you still have to score points. I don't care about the argument of defense wins or whatever. You still have to score points, especially against a good team, and they haven't done that tonight. Below their season average.
That'll help, though, for Craven as he nails the long 3. He's got 13 now. But, yeah, you get out.
Say half of their season average right now in point total per game, a couple minutes into the fourth period. That tells you you're having an off night.
Yeah. And one and done there for Parkston. Winter a chance here to cut into the lead more. But, yeah, you get outscored 20-5 on Tuesday afternoon, and then 15-9. It kind of, like you said, it can get in your head. Not a good pass there and a steal. And Landon Calhoun, who's checked in, is going to commit the foul. It'll be his first. Winter's second team foul. It's 6:05 to go in the ball game. And Winter, tomorrow, tough one against Makpita-Luta. I mean, I don't know what their record is. Last I knew, they were maybe right around 500. But you always play a team like that. It's, on the road, at the Corn Palace, neutral court. That's going to be a tough one for Winter, too. Here's Bruni, a high off glass and in. He's done that a couple times tonight. He now has 8 on the night. 5:40 to go in our ball game. Biggest lead now, 15 for Parkston, and another turnover by the Warriors. Man, just falling apart here. So Parkston ball here. And we're going to have a timeout called by Parkston. A 30-second one called by Coach Bruni. We'll take it also. We'll be back after word from one of these sponsors.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town's changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
43-28 our score here with 5.5 to go in the ball game. It's been all Parkston here coming out in the second half. Winter just cold shooting again in the third quarter and just can't get much to fall. And some good looking shots that just, again, aren't going for the Warriors. Parkston's taking advantage. They've hit some big threes, and Warriors have been struggling here. You looked it up, Brett Cloud, Makpita-Luta 3-3 on the season.
Yep.
And another easy layup for James Deckert. His first points of the fourth quarter. And a long 3 for Calhoun, and that's been the story of the night. Just shots partway in and out. Sometimes it's just like that. It's we saw that in the girls' game for Winter, and just it gets contagious through the whole team, and Winter just can't buy a bucket right now. So 5:05 to go. Winter's got to get some stops and get some quick points here. But Parkston in control, up by 17. They beat Winter by 12 last year. Here's Deckard again. He wants now the baseline three. Oh, I thought that was going back in.
Would not have shocked me if it did.
Yeah, the way the shots have been falling for Parkston here. And Leichner going to get called for the blocking foul down there. That should be his second. Schroeder and Halligan going to check back in here, replace Heath and Calhoun. Winner needs a bucket bad here. And that's a travel. Yep. That's not what you needed on that. Just turnovers. I don't know how many Winners got tonight, but way too many.
Yeah, this is just a good one to get out of your system early in the first quarter of the season. You want to see some of your worst games happen early and just improve and get better and not see things like this later on in the season. Again, Parkston, a very good team.
Yes.
Winners certainly, though, you couldn't argue this is far from their best performance. And a swat from Hammerbeck.
Winner comes away with it. Here's Schroeder. Nice move.
There you go.
Aiden Schroeder with his first points. I think gives the Winner crowd a little fired up. Still down by 15, though. Oh, Craven trying to go for the ball, going to commit the foul. Yeah, and again, this Parkston team won the one loss to a very, very good Pine Ridge team and only losing by 7. I know Pine Ridge lost the other night to Lennox on a last-second tip-in. So
that was in the Corn Palace.
Yeah, and so that shows how good this Parkston team is. And with the youth on the team that's playing out there, man, this is going to be a team to watch for several seasons. And it's early in the season. You know, this is only Winner's 5th game. Parkston, this is their 6th game, and a good defense by Schroeder there to cause the turnover. So Schroeder giving a little spark here to the Winter Warriors. Winner, or the Warriors after next week, I think their only game next week is the doubleheader with Chamberlain. So it's going to be a quiet week. And Hammerbeck's been kept quiet since the first quarter and misses that one. But the steal, I guess you call it a steal, and the putback for Craven. As Mullenberg tried to save it and got it. Craven, easiest steal he's ever going to have. So lead's been cut to 13, 3:26 to go in the ball game. See if the Warriors can get another stop here. Ooh, Schroeder. Lucky not to pick up a foul there. Leichner, that's going to be a oh, I thought he traveled before he caught it. And one opportunity for the big man for Parkston. It's only his 4th point.
And if Olsen was 4 to 5 inches taller, that would have never happened.
No.
He had good position there. Just his height in this match, disadvantage, whatever you want to call it, didn't allow him to get that steal. He absolutely would have taken that one away, but not tall enough that time.
Free throw miss, though, and Craven just off the iron. That's been the story of the night again. Not just for Carter, but for a lot of these Warriors tonight. Halligan using the hops to get up there and save that ball. Oh, boy. Deckert read that. He just played free safety on that one.
He's so quick.
He is.
And he plays under control.
Yes.
That's the thing, is sometimes quickness leads to, you get out of control, but he'll pull up and shoot a 3. He'll dish it off.
One of the 4 seniors, for Parkston. Leichner, one of the other ones. Leichner here, shot altered, and fortunately for Winter, that didn't fall in. 2:19 to go in the ball game.
Shot altered by the foul.
And that's on Craven. It's his 3rd. And Parkston will be shooting free throws the rest of the ball game with 2:19 to go.
Parkston only committed like 2 fouls this entire game.
I think so, by
something
2
close to
yeah,
that,
not very
2 or
many.
3. It hasn't been many, and that's just another.
Well, like you said, they, not just Decker, but they just play under control, and even when they're flying down the court, it's just the turnovers. They've had their share of turnovers.
I'm not saying they were perfect in the turnover
Right.
department. They definitely had some. along the way, but
the control and they know where each other's on the court constantly, and team that returned 7 guys. They graduated a lot last year, but you can tell that they work well together. Here's Craven again off back the iron, and another one and done for Winter. With 2 minutes to go, it's looking like the Winter Warriors are going to drop 2 games in a row here. And Coach Gardner kind of seeing that. He's going to clear his bench. I think Parks will be a little bit, maybe just eat the clock. Nope, Deckert says give it to me. That one doesn't go in. I'm surprised. And we're going to have a tie-up. Aiden Schroeder and Leichner. And it looks like both benches are going to get cleared here. We'll get you some subs. Number 14, Drew Braley, 5'9" senior, checking. I think he was in earlier in the game for Parkston. Grady Bauer back in. Jervik still out there. 24 checking in is Josiah Tapio, a 6' senior. And Met also back in for the Winter Warriors. Seth Heath, Landon Calhoun, Jackson Bachman back in along with Sam Steele. And number 54, Austin Blair, the 6'4" senior. So both benches kind of been cleared out here. Winter still got a few more guys there on the bench. And the Warriors are going to drop 2 in a row here, 3-2. And they got a tough one again tomorrow. And, that one way off there for Seth Heath. But nice hustle by Calhoun to keep it alive, and Sam Steele puts it up and in.
Yeah, the good news for the Warriors is, you're going to have another game right away tomorrow. It's going to test you, I think, a bit. But I feel like it's a winnable game, and it's certainly going to be a confidence builder to, if you're able to get on the road and go win one tomorrow afternoon.
And then you got Chamberlain coming to town on Tuesday. Chamberlain kind of having a down season again, but again, team, when Chamberlain and Winter play basketball, you never know what's going to happen. There's a steal. But yeah, Winter's they need to bounce back tomorrow. Here's Calhoun, baseline 3, nails it.
Set up by the left hand of Heath.
Yeah. So the reserves coming off the bench, kind of putting a little spark. The lead's been cut to 12, and
I'm just going to get subs. Timeout for subs. We'll just keep it rolling here.
Yep. Number 10 checking in. Aiden Overby, 6' senior. We got some more subs for the Warriors coming in. Who else did I miss? 22. Landon Weber, a 5'11" sophomore for Parkston. For the Warriors, you've got number 22 checking in. That is Camden Anderson, the 5'11" sophomore. Number 51, Carter Foster, the 6'4" sophomore. 24 is Jalen Tiedemann, the 6'2" freshman. Number 31, Broden Duffy, the 5'7" senior.
If you're giving Broden 6 foot, I'm 6'5" at least.
And number 40, William Jorgensen, the 6'2" sophomore. Here's Jorgensen going hard. Too hard to the hoop. I think he expected some contact. And with 10 seconds to go, Parkston Trojans going to improve to 5-1 on the season. And the Winter Warriors are going to drop to 3-2. And that is going to be our final. Winter did cut it back down to 12, but they dropped this one 37-49. We're going to step away for about 60 seconds, add up some totals here, and be back for our Fadinga Ranch post-game report.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems, too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV. Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace Meyer, your Beck's hybrid seed dealer, and see how Meyer Ag can make every acre count for you.
Back at the Winter Armory, checking out our Faninga Ranch post-game report. The Parkston Trojans turn it on there in that second half, and they get a 12-point victory over the Winter Warriors. It was a 12-point victory last year over Winter. For Parkston, Mason Jervik finishes the night with 5 points. Sean Deckert with 3 points. Grady Bauer off the bench with 9 points. Rico Mullenberg, he finishes the night with 5 points. James Deckert leads the way for the Trojans. He finishes the night with 13 points. Bryson Bruning right behind him with 8. And the big man, Elliot Leichner, finishes the night with 6 points. I have Parkston shooting 5 from 8 from the charity stripe. For the Winter Warriors, Aiden Schroeder with a bucket. Ryder Halligan with 9 points. Landon Calhoun with that big 3 right there toward the end. Carter Craven leading the way for the Warriors with 15 points. Sam Steele with the bucket and Sean Hammerbeck with 6 points. Those all came in the first half, and that really hurt Winter in the second half.
First quarter, I believe.
Or first quarter, excuse me, yeah.
I mean,
first
you're
quarter,
not wrong,
yeah.
but.
And Winter only shot 4 free throws in the whole game. Parkston hardly committed any fouls, and Winter shot 2 for 4. So not a great night of shooting for Winter. It just one of them nights. It was kind of ran over from the girls' game. Of course, the Lady Warriors dropped one to a very good Parkston team, 65-44. And just a cold night of shooting for both Winter Lady Warriors and the Warriors. Of course, the Warriors just played on Tuesday, but just one of them nights. And credit Parkston, man, they are fast. They play good defense. They're under control. They don't commit a lot of fouls, and they're a good basketball team, Jarrell.
Yeah, just like I said, a tough night. 16 points under your season average. Your top 3, leading scorers all finish underneath their averages, kind of coincides with one another, but you didn't have anybody that even had an average game tonight. Scoring, it definitely showed on the scoreboard, and again, just a good team. Some hot, streaky shooting there in the third period, especially the one that really let things get away just enough for the Warriors. Other than that, it was pretty close, keeping it just a 2-point deficit, and then 3 periods. They would have just been trailing by 6, but they gave up that little bigger third, and it seemed like it just kind of got out of hand. Never really was, but just with the Warriors struggling offensively, you didn't figure they could probably climb back into it from a double-digit deficit, and they were not able to do that. So tough loss, but again, short memory and turn right around and your game plan and prep for a good matchup tomorrow in the Corn Palace.
Yep, against Macpito Luta around 4:30. Again, you'll find that on Winter Warriors Live's YouTube page or embedded on the home page. Approximately 4:30, that's at the Sacred Hoop Classic. Caleb Titze will be bringing that to you. Jarrell and I will have the call here around 4:30 as the Lady Warriors host a very good Sioux Falls Christian team coming to town. Again, this is all weather pending.
Yeah.
There's some weather moving in, so watch our Facebook page in case there's any changes. We'll have the call here around 4:30, and
Snow
don't forget,
likely, just a high of 12 degrees.
Yeah,
so if you are
and a
traveling,
lot of wind.
Be safe.
Yep, and Winter Area Wrestling Team heading over to Salem tomorrow morning, and you can find that wrestling tournament on MCM Cougars Live, so that'll be live streamed also. So if you don't want to get out of the house tomorrow, you got wrestling and basketball to watch. So plenty of things to do tomorrow. So we're going to wrap it up here tonight. I want to thank Levi Heenan running the production on during the girls' game, Grace Brown on camera, Penny Heenan stepping up and taking over for the grandson again here tonight, running the computer on the boys' game. Jarrell on call with me, and we will talk to you again here tomorrow afternoon from the Winter Armory. Thanks for watching and listening.
We connect people.